gridiron today. It's the Redskins going up against the Cowboys. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 9 matchup.
Cowboys, Redskins, and the rain is really coming down here. We're going to have soggy conditions as we get set for today's game. Down on the sidelines, here's a look at the Redskins head coach. His guys are excited to be back on the field trying to erase the stench of the blowout loss a week ago. And on the other side, we have the Cowboys head coach. It's been an up and down year through 7 games, 3 up, 4 down. The leaders of the NFC East are now set to kick it away and get this much anticipated game started. The Cowboys are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And here we go, 2 rivals ready to square off. Brown's going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. Mariota's taking the field now. This is his 6th season as a quarterback in the NFL.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Trying to plow ahead. Davis tackled down at the 32.
Davis is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Let's go.
The Cowboys from the 32.
Looking to go down the field here.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
At the 20-yard line, and now in the red zone. The Cowboys go with 2 tight ends on this play. Handoff. And Davis is tackled down after a gain of 15. First and goal from the 5. Mariota's met after a gain of 3. And now we'll look at the Cowboys line up on offense today. One of the poorer offensive units in the league. Always, it seems, not only making mistakes, but having a difficult time moving the chains. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Force it across for the touchdown. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
He'll have a chance to take off. Shakes off the tackle. Met head on right there at the 20. So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
First down at the 20. Catch made. That's a gain of 8. After that grab, it's now second down and 2. Langford's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. To the ground. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
The Cowboys guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
The Cowboys lined up in the nickel. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Complete to Cody Latimer.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The Redskins will take the snap from the 30. The Redskins get a first down. The Redskins roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
The Redskins take it from the 33. Langford's met at the 37.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Second down and 5. Langford's going to secure the handoff.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs. If you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Cowboys defense now is going to go nickel. The Redskins will take the snap from the 45. Brings it into his body. Langford's tackled down at the 39.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
First and 10. Tosses the football. Langford's tackled down at the 31.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Second and 2. They call his number once more. Gets about 9 on the play.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
2 tight ends on the field here.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
And the pass incomplete. Here's a look at the Redskins line up on offense today. It's been a rather slow motion effort so far on the year as they have a very difficult time advancing the football. The Redskins from the 22. Secures it with 2 hands.
The slant route is not used as much as it used to be in the NFL because defensive linemen read quarterbacks now better than ever, and they jump up to knock those passes down. But that time they didn't get it done. The slant route is caught and comes up a couple yards short of a first down.
A nice grab. Touchdown. Washington Redskins. And it looks like we'll be going into quarter number 2 with a tie game on our hands, partner.
Yeah, a tie game going into the second quarter. It looks like it's going to be an exciting day. And listen, that's what we always love up here, isn't it? We love exciting games that stay close, and this one has the looks of that.
Brown's running this one out. Still on his feet. And Brown is stopped there. That return's good for about 23.
The Cowboys offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
And now here's the Redskins defensive lineup. One of the best teams in the league this year against opposing quarterbacks. The Redskins with a nickel look here on defense. Got a flag.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. And now they'll try over again on second down. They bring in the extra tight end. Off the gut here. McDonald's there to take him down. Third down on the way. Davis lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. He'll get it again. Taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Cowboys snap it at the 36. Going deep. But it's incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Second down now. To Williams. Williams with the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
First and 10. Davis is going to take the handoff now.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses, just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Cowboys line up in the pistol.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Surveys. And the catch by Terrence Williams.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer. But these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
First down and 10. Gavin Escobar has the catch.
The Cowboys did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
Here they come to the line at the 23.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Davis handed the football. And that's a gain of 10. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
Playing press coverage to the outside. Now 1st and 10. Has it. Touchdown. They've got the lead here early in the second quarter. A good development for them in this game.
Yeah, nice. You know, they learned something in that first quarter. They took that knowledge and they put it to good use, and they found a way to get down there and score a touchdown. That was a nice job by the offense.
The Redskins ready to return the kick. And he'll start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. McClain's coming out onto the field for this next series, and what a rock he's been for that defense throughout this first half so far.
Yes, he has. You know, sometimes it's not about how good of a player you are, and it's about leadership. And he has leadership, and he leads his guys. That's why they're good. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Has his man. Langford's met at the 37.
Well, if you want to be a good play-action pass team, it's always nice to have a good running game. Make the defense dig in and try to stop your run. When they do that, you fool them. You fake it, you throw it down the field. That's about as easy as it gets.
1st and 10. Latimer's got it on a pass that had some heat. He's in the clear all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Still early in the second quarter, and they've tied it up with that touchdown.
Really good job, Jim, by the offense, finding a way to tie this score up. And now they can put the pressure on the defense and go out there and give them that football once again in good position.
Ball's on the tee. Got a tie game now. Scores 14-14. Brown's going to test the coverage here. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work. Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Coming up, 2nd down.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Davis taking the handoff. He's taken down at the 23. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. The Cowboys are tied up in what's been a fun game up to this point, partner. And Davis has been really effective in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, the game is tied, and I'll tell you why it's tied. You said it right. The running game is absolutely kicking it out there, and they're taking names, if you know what I'm saying. And this running back, one of the best in the NFL.
The Cowboys get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Brown's got it, and a first.
I know it looks easy, but it's not. But a nice throw on the slant route. Slant route means you're slanting towards the inside. Good throw and catch.
The Cowboys take it from the 38. Davis marked down after a gain of 4.
Davis is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
you're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down here. Davis is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Back to the ground. Davis tackled down at the 38. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Davis is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
1st and 10. And Williams has got him on the handoff.
Redskins defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
The Redskins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Cowboys have it at the 39. Wide to the left.
Williams is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances. Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pitching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
And here we have 2nd down. This is dropped.
It's really simple. Keep your eyes on the football. When you're not on it, that's when you drop it, and that's what happened that time.
Mariota's set, empty backfield. The Redskins come out in a dime package. 3rd and long. Looking at every option. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. That's his 3rd catch of the day. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the 1st half. 1st and goal from the 1. The defense gets the sack. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. Back out there for action after that defensive timeout. Play number 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go.
2nd and goal from the 7. Runs it across for the touchdown. A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
The Redskins ready to return the kick. Fields the football at the 3. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Redskins offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
Right now, this team is losing, Phil, but they've had some positives. They've been able to move the football through the air.
A lot of good positives on the offensive side. Yeah, no complaints from anybody. Everybody there is doing a good job. You got to look at the defense and go, hey, pick it up a little. Our offense is hot. Just help them out a little.
The Redskins now move the chains.
Well, these tight ends in the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well, and has the speed to make it happen once he catches it.
From the shotgun. Almost intercepted that time.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
From the shotgun. He has the grab. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Redskins are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. 3rd catch today so far.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
First down at the 18. Finds his mark. And that'll gain just a few yards. 2nd down here. He'll take the snap from the gun. Look at that. Washington in the end zone. Touchdown. That's his 2nd touchdown today. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
Tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense has played a magnificent first half of football here.
Look, at halftime, there's going to have to be some adjustments made by both teams on the defensive side. And I don't know what they do. I would just start out with this. Just be more aggressive and get those players into the game.
That'll do it for the first half here, just outside our nation's capital. We'll take a short breather for halftime and return in a moment for the second half. With that kick, the second half is underway in this tight game. Exactly what we expected from these rivals. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Redskins preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they had great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side. This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times. And we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Redskins have it at the 29. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close. So he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Third and 8. Wants to go deep. Reed makes the interception. The defense came out for the second half ready to go. Let's see if we can say the same thing about the offense with a chance to break the tie here.
Well, the defense went in at halftime in two things. They got rested, they got some knowledge from their coaches, and they came out here and they got it done.
The Cowboys snap it at the 36.
The Redskins defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Loss of 2 on that play. The Redskins lined up in the nickel. The Cowboys have it at the 34. Slashes to the left side. That picks up 11. The Cowboys have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Davis been leading the charge on this front, Phil.
And they've done it many ways. They've done it with power runs, going outside, going inside, draw plays. Everything is working for this running game today, and it's been impressive to watch.
Right back to him one more time, and that's a gain of 9.
Davis is able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
First down at the 46. And here's a pass incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. Williams going to secure the handoff. Williams is brought down after picking up only a yard.
Williams is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Mariota's alone in the backfield. The Cowboys will take the snap from the 45. Scans the field. That's a ball that should have been caught.
When you see a receiver drop a pass, it does go through the quarterback's mind. Well, he's a good player, and I want to keep his confidence level up, and I want to keep him into the game. So when you get a chance, you throw him another football so he can make that catch and get right back into it.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. The Cowboys came up with the pickoff of the quarterback the last time they were on the field.
Well, I'd like to give him some credit, but let's be truthful here. That was just one awful throw. That's why it was intercepted.
Let's go. First down at the 16. Gains 11.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down at the 27. It's Milliner who steps in front for the interception. Langford's in on the tackle. A crucial play by the defense, and that perhaps could inspire them on the offensive side and break this tie before the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and then listen, the way they've been playing, they need some inspiration. No question, they need some help, and they got it from the defense with that interception. I think it's up to the offensive coordinator. Call a play, catch the defense by surprise, and get some more points on the board.
The Cowboys haven't abandoned the run game, which is big in this tie game, and Davis has been dominant throughout.
You're right, Jim. This is an easy decision for the coach. You keep running the football. The offensive line has been dominating all day long. Keep giving that football to the running back.
They break huddle at the 18-yard line.
Well, we were at practice on Friday, Jim. This team was working on red zone offense all the time. Well, here they are. It's a
touchdown. Dallas Cowboys. Williams got his first touchdown of the season, and that touchdown puts them in a very good position, holding the lead with this game getting ready to enter its final stages.
Yeah, you know what? You put the pressure on the defense. Let's go out there and do their job. Don't get timid. Man, call aggressive plays, and you got to tell your defensive players, run and gang tackle the person with the football.
They're setting up the return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Right now they trail, but it's not due to the lack of effort from the passing game.
Passing game has been top notch, no doubt about it. But when you look at this game, sometimes when your passing game is going so well, it puts your defense back on the field too quick. I'm sure the defensive players are saying, run the football a little, protect us.
The Redskins have it at the 29. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Second and 10. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Redskins have to be thrilled to have one of their best weapons back in the swing of things. Latimer's in the midst of a huge performance, and that's after a game in which he struggled.
When you watch him play like this, you can just see how determined he is out there on the football field. Everything is working for him so far today.
And it's Rolando McClain who makes the stop.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. First down coming up.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
It's caught by Landry. Landry's tackled down at the 50. One team's running the football, the other is passing, but both are working with their game plans.
Yeah, they both are working. As you look down there on the field, one set of running backs are really happy. On the other side, the wide receiver group, they're really happy. So as long as you get it done, that's all that matters.
Second down and 10. And it's Rolando McClain who makes the stop.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
The Redskins want to convert here, especially after last week's abysmal performance in third down situations. They'll go shotgun here. On the receiving end, Cody Latimer.
Well, it's in the second half. It's fourth and short near midfield, and you are losing the game. And I think this is a decision. The odds are in your favor. I think you go for it here, and if you don't get it, you can still survive and let your defense do some work for you.
Double tight end formation. And he'll hand it off to the fullback.
Well, it's in the second half, and your team is losing. Here's a fourth down situation, and you feel like you just got to go for it. I don't know if I agree with that call, but they try it. They come up short. That is deflated.
The Cowboys snap it at the 41. Davis marked down at the 41. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys snap it at the 41. Brings it in along the sideline.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down.
You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
The Cowboys take it from the 38. Davis is taken down at the 25. And Phil, you see the stats. It's just been a huge turnaround from 1 week to the next with this running back.
Yeah, maybe they caught the defense by surprise today. I don't know, but I know this. This running back is good, and he is showing off.
First down and 10. Davis going to take the handoff now. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
This should be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 6. And Williams has got the catch and the first. The Cowboys will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the 4th.
Let's go.
The final quarter underway now with this snap for about 4. The Redskins have focused on controlling the ground game all year, but today they've lost the battle, and that's a reason why they trail in this one, Phil.
Sometimes stopping the run, it's just about a couple things. One, it's about toughness, just wanting to do it, and you need great willpower. They are not showing that so far today.
2nd and goal from the 4.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Coming up to the line at the 4. 3rd and goal from the 4. And intercepted.
Got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
The Redskins will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. 3rd long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on 3rd long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
From the gun. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. All set to punt here. Brown's got it now. That's a pickup of 14. The Redskins came up with the big pick the last time after surrendering a bunch of yardage on that drive before it.
Yeah, look, that was a terrible decision by the quarterback. There was no excuse for throwing that football, and he didn't get away with it, of course.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
Cowboys offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Let's go.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
The Cowboys are up right now, and a big reason why is the offense is coming through. On the season, you see the numbers, and they're not great, but today they certainly have been in the groove.
Jim, I'll just say this. Finally, all the hard work is paying off. It's starting to show on the field. Boy, but it has been one frustrating year for this offense.
3rd and 4. That's been the story of this game. Another third down conversion to move the chains.
Coming to the line at the 34.
The Redskins go with the dime formation here on defense. The Cowboys have it at the 34. He's wide open for the grab.
The Cowboys are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
Davis handed the football.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Loss of 3 on the play. And Davis is lined up in a single back formation. Looking across the middle of the field, and incomplete this time.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
The quarterback with the give to the fullback.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Should be what we call a gimme.
The kick is good. Midway through the 4th, and that field goal almost makes this game look like it's over. I know it's not, Phil, but that's a huge 3.
Well, at a time like this, when you have a lead midway in the 4th quarter, you got to understand the situations no matter who's on the field. So if you're on defense, what's your number one thought? Don't give up a big play. That's the only way you can lose.
Looking at some of these stats now, it's surprising to see how much the passing game has fallen off since the start of this one, Phil.
Yeah, there's a lot of answers to that, Jim. First off, the coverage has been better. The pass rush has picked up. And the biggest thing of all, the quarterback is just off target.
First down at the 28. Had it, but dropped it.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
And he hauls it in. They tackle him for a loss.
This is a tough situation to be in. It's 3rd and long, and I'll say this to the coach and the quarterback. Don't take a chance. If it's covered down the field, throw it short.
The Redskins get set at the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first.
Throws the pass. And now we'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
That's his 3rd catch of the day. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Dropping back now into the shotgun. The Redskins get a first down.
When you're behind in a football game, all you can do on the offensive side is just go out there and thinking about making plays and picking up first downs. Good job by the offense. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Has 12 on this play. Coming off last week, we knew talking with him that he could not wait to get back onto that field and post his usual big numbers. And he's done that here, Phil.
Yeah, he was determined after last week, mad about the way he played. And I'll tell you the big thing, Jim, he felt good about the plan. That's the big reason he's been sharp here today. Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
Dropping back 3. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
The Cowboys set at the line. Dime package. Out of the gun. The ball lands in the hands of Landry.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down. Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
Brown's not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee.
The Cowboys put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on third down. Just not a good play on third down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points.
The Redskins have counted. On this defense to keep them in games this year, but so far that unit has been absolutely manhandled.
Yeah, this is a game they are not used to, that is for sure. And what you're doing on the defensive side, you get in that huddle and you just want somebody to make a play to turn this game around and get your defense off the field.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Mariota's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
That time the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point of the game.
Gillette's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, it's do or die right now, and you've got to go ahead and make the call to give your offense a chance to get this first down. And I know this team, they have a lot at their disposal. I think there's a play in there that's going to give them a good chance.
We're coming out of the 2-minute mark, and to have any chance at all, the defense has to make a play. Looks like they're in press coverage here. It's a two-tight end formation.
This play call is for the fullback.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. That'll stop the clock with that timeout.
And so now they'll bring out Jones to punt.
Wants to give it a go here.
He's tackled right at the 31. That return's good for about 21.
They needed the ball back, and they got it off the punt. And now they need points, and they do have timeouts to work with here in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, having those timeouts is everything. What do we always say? Use those timeouts in the first half. In the second half, protect them like they're gold. Give this offense and the coach credit. They saved a couple, and that's going to help them with this drive.
That's his 5th catch of the day.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. The sack of the quarterback by Greg Hardy. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And it's grabbed by Latimer.
offside. Defense.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. The Redskins get set to snap the football. Only one timeout remaining here in the fourth. The Redskins take it from the 33. McClain's all over the ball carrier. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Snap it out of the gun. Cody Latimer has the catch. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Langford's taking the handoff. And it's Rolando McClain who makes the stop. The Redskins signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Out of the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. And incomplete. What a hit that time. In the late going. The football in position now. In the red zone. And here the defense knows this is where it cannot buckle.
What makes it so tough for the defense is in the red zone that the offense has a whole new set of plays.
Makes the catch. Touchdown. The coach dials up the right pass play at the right moment here inside the red zone, and they score, and it looks like we're going to have a tie game after the PAT.
Well, that PAT, never take it for granted, that's for sure. But what a good job by the quarterback. He found the open receiver and put the ball right on the money.
It's as tight as it can be. The game all square in the final moments.
Yeah, when the game gets in this situation, Jim, which coach has the courage to call that play that's a little daring? They could backfire, but if it doesn't, it gives you a chance to win the game.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Redskins defense knows right now it cannot bend in this tie game in the late stages.
Yeah, that's right. They know the situation. You practice this all the time, all during training camp, every single week. You go over these scenarios so you know what you got to do, and that is be aggressive, be alert, and don't get tricked by a special play from the offense.
So here in overtime, the rules change. If you receive the ball first and get a touchdown, the game is over. However, if you take the ball down on your first drive and only manage a field goal, the other team will have a chance to tie or win the game. And if both teams get field goals on their opening drives, the next team to score from there will win the game. Brown's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Redskins defense now is going to go nickel. And the overtime period begins on this play.
Redskins guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Press coverage all the way.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys think they're doing a good job this time by running the football on second down. And what do? They lose a couple of yards. Now you have third long. You better be careful in this situation.
looking at third down. Mariota's back in shotgun formation. Going for the home run. Pass is intercepted. The Redskins came out and ran the football with success, but that certainly has leveled off. Langford's had less success as this game's gone on, Phil.
It's hard to physically dominate a team from start to finish in the NFL. The domination was there early, but the defense has risen up, and now they've got to find another way to move this football.
He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Cowboys with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd down and 5. Langford's got it on the handoff. And that's a gain of 13. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Coming to the line at the 38. First down at the 38. Toss to the outside. And Hardy in on the tackle.
Greg Hardy is one tough dude. We saw that in 2013 with the Carolina Panthers, and that toughness came through right there, stopping the outside run and not letting the running back get any yards. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Jarvis Landry with the catch.
Receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
First down at the 26. Handoff out of the I formation.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. The Cowboys defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Right back to him. And Hardy in on the tackle.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Let's go!
Young's going to secure the handoff. He'll try this one from 35. The kick is good. For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.